This is the Good News Report.
Yeah.
Hello guys, welcome back. Another Good News Report.
Welcome back, episode 3. Yeah.
Yeah. Man, they've gone well so far. I've been really enjoying making these Good News Reports.
I think it's the highlight of my month.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Hopefully it's to you guys listening as well.
Yeah.
If they have like half as fun as we have making it, then they're going to be a very satisfied audience.
That's true. I can always go home with a smile on my face.
Yeah, so does everyone who leaves this flat. I was going to say. I was going to try and find a way to make that sexual, but I'm kind of glad I didn't. I'm kind of glad I took the high road.
No. Fair enough.
Okay, let's jump in. Should we jump in with some good news?
Yeah, man. Right, I'm going to start off with this thing that I read the other day, right? So, these tiny green turtles in Kenya.
Green turtle.
You like turtles, right?
I just like doing the turtle.
These tiny green turtles in Kenya, in Kiwi Beach, have now been protected by the Kiwi Turtle Police.
I don't know what I like more. I don't know if I like turtles or the turtle police.
Turtle Police.
Turtle
Like,
police.
Get your,
I'm picturing.
with a gun, just pointing at a crab, go, get your ass off my beach!
We had reported that you were selling marijuana to turtles. We're gonna go in.
I wonder why they're so chill, man.
Yeah, if you ever see a turtle not stoned, it's like 30 miles an hour. They're really quick.
That's it, innit?
But turtles do like a lot of weed. Every turtle you see walking slowly is a turtle that digs weed. But that's good.
Man.
So turtles are coming back.
Yeah, well, what's
So
happened is, right, they've started up, these people have started up this, the group called the Kiwi Turtle Police, and they are pretty much like, stop laughing! They've covered 12 kilometres of like coastline, so like they're looking after the, where the eggs are buried and shit, and making sure that like animals such as, dogs and birds and stuff, like keep away from them because they've got like a high death rate, and because
I think I've seen that in like documentaries, because like they give birth on the beach, and then the little baby turtles have to walk from the beach to the ocean, and that's when they get picked off by like predators and stuff, isn't it? So
they've been protected because obviously like they're a really endangered and critically endangered species. I think it's great that people actually like stepping in and helping the species out.
That's in Kenya.
In Kenya, man. Yeah.
Nice.
The Kiwi Turtle Police. I wonder if they've got badges.
I really hope so. Like an entire separate division. 999, and then you have to press start. So is this fire, ambulance, police, or turtle police? It's a turtle emergency.
Cowabunga, dude!
I'd love to see a turtle emergency where they're just like going down the road with sirens blasting, and they're just like shoving traffic out of the way to get to this turtle. But that's good. Saving species. Speaking of saving species, we've had a regular segment on this show, which has been entitled a regular segment on this show,
right?
Which has been pandas be fucking. Pandas be fucking. And pandas have been fucking, which is really good. But this week, just to mix it up a little bit, rhinos be fucking. Rhinos be fucking. And there's an endangered rhino that's been born to a zoo in Poland. The way you're looking at me is weird. But pandas be fucking.
I'm just more confused.
Rhinos be fucking. Rhinos be fucking. So there was an endangered species of rhinos
So the rhino's got the horn now?
Yeah, of an endangered Indian rhino. Are you going to take it there? But yeah, rhino's got the horn. But yeah, an endangered kind of Indian rhino was in a zoo in Poland, and it is the first rhino to be born of that zoo in the 155 years of...
That's a lot of grindage, man.
All
I can think of is like leather rubbing together. Like having two wallets and rubbing them together. One's got the horn, the other one's got something else.
I guess it's going to be like very aggressive. I couldn't imagine a rhino being a gentle, sensual lover. I think a rhino's going to be an aggressive.
Candlelit fucking Barry White in the background.
Really, I don't think a rhino's setting a mood, is it? I think
got a woo a lady.
I think when a rhino's ready to go, you're just gonna get fucked by a rhino. If a rhino wants you,
I can't even do a fucking noise. But like. That would change that scene in Ace Ventura, wouldn't it? That would change that scene.
Probably not that much, to be fair. Where the rhino's giving birth and it's just Jim Carrey coming.
All right, we're gonna do our first poll on this. So if you was to have a T-shirt that said "Pandas be fucking" or "Rhinos be fucking," which one would you want to wear?
Which are you more happy about? Are you more happy about rhinos be fucking or pandas be fucking?
Which one would you? One would you go for?
If we were going to set up an OnlyFans account, would we be better off doing it with pandas or with rhinos? Is what we're trying to find out now.
Post your answers in the comment section.
Yeah. Tell us what animal you'd like to see fucking.
Do it. We're not even joking. We want to announce these on the next podcast. What people are saying.
We will reveal your animal fetishes on the next episode.
That's it, man.
Do feel free to comment in.
A few people are coming to mind now, but I ain't gonna mention no names.
Okay. So another story we've got here is goats from Zoom. So there's a farm in Lancashire, Rossendale Farm it's called.
Right.
And at the start of lockdown, the owner, they just kind of joked around about renting out goats for Zoom meetings. For people that are in Zoom meetings. And what started as a joke turned out to be an incredibly profitable business. And they made like 50 grand in the last year.
50 grand?
From renting out. So for £5, you can hire a goat to be on your Zoom
No! You can genuinely hire a goat?
Just hire out a goat.
We should do that for one of our band meetings, man.
I think, I don't know how we've not done this before for every Zoom call.
This is Cheryl.
I'm going to do it for university seminars.
This is Cheryl, our new guitar player. Cheryl, she's very keen.
Yeah. Literally, so people all over the world have been applying for these goats from America, Russia, China, Australia. They're donating £5.
Mate, like how much joy is a goat gonna bring? I think goats are awesome.
Yeah.
Like genuinely, I want to get a goat. I genuinely, if I could like retire, right? If I had a lot of money, I'd buy a goat farm. I'd have like 20 goats just follow me around.
Really,
I put capes on them, like Superman capes. Watch them jump. Goats are fascinating.
What can you do with a goat though? You don't get milk from a goat. You don't get. Do you get
meat?
Goat? You get
milk.
Goat's milk. Oh yeah, you do get goat's milk.
You get goat's milk.
You could get goat milk, goat meat. You could eat a goat.
Well, yeah, but it's not the first thing that comes to mind. First thing that comes to mind is building a play gym for them all. Because they like to climb on shit, man.
Maybe I'm just obsessed with barbecue.
Have you ever seen them like fucking climbing up trees on top of cars? They genuinely they climb on everything.
Oh, fair. I do remember seeing some video and it's like some kind of goat herders in in the desert, and because there's like the only little bit of grass there is like up a tree. So this is like this big tree with like 20 goats in there that are just eating the leaves. Because it's the only kind of way.
Mate, goats.
Yeah, a goat jungle gym could be.
Goats, you could put tutus on them, sunglasses. Mate, like you could do many things with a goat that is legal and very, very entertaining.
Okay, I'm glad we stuck with the legal stuff.
What illegal
we did have the other section. We did want to see what animals people wanted to see. If somebody wants to see goats, then maybe get in touch with the Rossendale Farm. Seems like you can pimp out a goat for a $5.
What would be cool? Like if illegal activities with goats, what could you do? Like you could get a goat. You could get a drug running goat, man.
You could indeed. You could get a drug testing goat.
A drug testing goat.
Yeah. If you got some cocaine but you're not sure how good it is, give it to a goat first.
Yeah, but if the goat excessively hyper.
This has been fucking absolutely mental goat.
Honestly, man, I would love a goat farm. I think goats are fascinating creatures.
Yeah.
£5 for a Zoom call.
Have it on a Zoom call.
We're gonna put that link in the description because
we will indeed. Yeah, we'll find the link.
It needs to happen. We need to bring joy to people's lives.
Because I reckon there's at least one person listening to this who is having the same thought we are, which is every other Zoom meeting now has to be featuring a live goat.
That's it. It has to have a goat.
Yeah. So apparently all the money that they're making from this, they're
not too opinionated either. They're quite easygoing. I've learned.
Yeah, if they sit there with mute on, if you unmute the goat, then it's a bit of a pain in the ass.
Yeah, is he just like insulting every one of them?
Yeah, talking over, not letting anyone else get the turn. Just like yeah, so they're using it to improve the farm's renewable energy. So they're gonna.
All right, so they're like making the money to improve the farm. That's a wicked idea, man.
Anything. She's also added that she much prefers renting out goats for Zoom than selling manure. which of the two things, yeah, that seems like a lot more fun way to make your money.
It's
Goat pimp.
It's a lot less smellier too.
Yeah.
All you need is a camera in 4K, of course.
That must have looked so dodgy though the first time she did it. If she just got like a bunch of cameras set up and a goat in front of the camera, and someone just walks in, it's like, oh, you're right, Betty. What the bloody hell's going on here? Like, just a goat set up in the middle of the studio. I think that's the time you just walk away.
What the hell kind of stuff is this, man? I think I walked into the wrong house. Excuse me, I gotta go.
I gotta go. Nothing but the best on this podcast. So we got some more animal stories.
Yeah, man.
So we got
what we got?
Cranes. Yes, so cranes are coming back into the UK. So around the 1600s, cranes got wiped out from the UK just
what
because
you on
of.
About? I only saw one the other month. Like they've been on that fucking construction site for months now.
Oh, a crane in its natural habitat.
Yeah.
Inside.
Well, the
crane. Yeah, as seen in what's that? Kung Fu Panda. There's the crane.
Yeah,
it's like the kind of crane. Yeah.
We both lifted our arms up like fucking Karate Kid just then.
Yeah, so they got wiped out in the 1600s because of the destruction of wetland and hunting, they said. But they've slowly started reintroducing them, and now there's 64 breeding pairs of cranes in the UK.
Cranes be fucking.
Cranes be fucking as well. Bloody hell. A lot of animals be fucking recently. That's good to know. So last year alone, 23 chicks were born last year. That's a lot of fucking cranes.
That's a lot of cranes.
Like a lot of fucking cranes.
Whoop whoop. No, it's not the crane. It's the stork, isn't it?
No, the stork's the one that like brings the baby.
Yeah.
You know when a mummy and daddy go in the room and they wish really hard with Barry White playing, and they wish upon, and then the crane comes flying in. That's how babies are born, right?
Yeah. Something like that.
Good to know. There you go, educating as well.
Education for the nation.
I never got that lie. Like, of all the lies you could say of where babies come from if you don't want to say the truth, a bird flies them in. Like, it just seems like the most obscure lie. Like, I don't know what would have been an easier one.
Who thought of that, and why did it catch on?
Yeah.
If anyone can Google that and find out, and just because we can't be asked, but we genuinely want to hear about that. Like,
I'm interested to know, because someone would have been sitting there one day and someone would have gone, "Oh, mummy, where do babies come from?" A bird flies them in through the window. Okay, that's kind of weird.
Why are they getting like hammocks? They've always got a hammock with them.
Well, it's like a hobos when they carry satchels, but it's just like around a bandana. So it's like that, but instead of having like tins of beans, it's got a baby. Maybe hobos bring the babies would be a much better lie. Just walking on the sticks with like a baby in the bag.
Just walking down past Tesco Express. Excuse me, can you bring me a baby brother?
Self-service checkout with like a baby. Excuse me, ma'am, it won't scan. Oh, you just got to find the barcode. Just blip. Blip. You don't want to buy your babies on the reduced section though.
No,
never good buying a reduced baby.
Blip.
Never trust a reduced baby. But always buy your babies fresh and organic.
Exactly. Organic and fresh babies.
I wonder if it's like a kind of level, like if like you buy a Waitrose baby and it's like a really kind of like middle class kind of stuck up baby. You buy like an Iceland baby and it just comes with like a fag in its mouth and a fucking tin of Stella. Everything in between. That kind.
I think I'd be a Morrison's baby. I'm homegrown, to my roots.
Nice. Oh yeah, that'd be a good one. I was gonna say I'd probably be like a little baby.
Like a little baby.
Yeah.
A little baby. Hey, little baby.
Like a baby that if you sold me as a baby in Waitrose, you could pass us off as a high end kind of baby. But
that reminds me, I had a conversation with my mum
baby.
for 45 minutes about wonky veg the other day.
Nice. I like wonky. I like the idea of wonky veg.
Because you mentioned that wonky veg, wonky babies. He's finally clocked on.
Yeah, this baby's got 3 arms, but it's 20% off, so you might as well.
More for your buck then, isn't it? We knew that there would be excessive shit talking, and we got there on this podcast.
90% of this podcast, to be fair, is excessive shit talking.
I don't know how many minutes we are in, but you know, keep tuning in because you're in for an entertaining time.
Yeah. Yeah, 12 minutes in and we're already talking about buying babies at supermarkets.
Have you got another story for her, bro?
Yeah, we got a couple more animal stories. So we got a Welsh dinosaur was found. Oh, not like a live dinosaur, sorry. Like, that would be a completely... We would have opened with that story, to be fair, if that was the case. No, so it was...
A Welsh dinosaur's been found?
Girl and her dad were walking in a beach...
In the valleys?
I'm going to say this name wrong. In Landau? Lando? Like Lando Calrissian.
Yeah, Lando.
We're walking in Lando Calrissian when she stumbled across a perfectly preserved footprint of a 215-million-year-old dinosaur, which, yeah, experts have said is the finest of its type to be found in 10 years.
Wow. So how big do you reckon this thing was?
3.9 inches. Oh, the footprint or the actual animal itself? The footprint was 3.9 inches.
Right.
Yeah,
just to clarify, guys, right?
Oh, it's believed to belong to a new two-footed species of dinosaurs. So a new one. It's like a new dinosaur.
What was that film? You know, in the Lost World, was that little thing? That little dinosaur.
Oh, yeah. Well, apparently they are
something like that.
They are velociraptors. There's little ones. The
tiny one.
Yeah, they are actually velociraptors. But the animals that they end up calling velociraptors in Jurassic Park, I can't remember what they're called, but they have like a really lame name. Like in general. So they were like, oh, we like the name of velociraptor because it sounds cool.
Yeah.
But they don't like it with the little animal, so they just called the big animal velociraptors. When actually, I did
not know that.
We'll find out.
I did not know that. Wow. Okay.
We'll find out. While we're on a song, we'll
Right, enough Jurassic Park.
That film would have been a lot different if they'd have shot that in Wales, to be fair.
Ain't it? In the
It's
valleys.
It's the miracle of dinosaur technology.
Why have you gone Scottish?
Because it's the one accent I can do. It's
You sound like the guy from Gladiators.
Are you not entertained?
Are you not
You're
entertained?
not entertained, laddie.
Children, you will go at my first whistle.
You'll go.
Right. There is a place that goes, but we're not going there. Nope. That's an in-joke. We'll keep that to ourselves. Dinosaur footprint, man.
Dinosaur footprint. You got one last pet story for us, or animal story?
I do, actually. Yeah. You know how, like, before, like, people, been complaining about private landlords not letting them have pets and shit?
Yeah. I mean, that's generally the kind of rule, isn't it? When you rent a house, you can't really have a pet.
Well, there's only like 7% of private landlords that are currently advertising for like pet friendly properties.
Okay, I've never particularly looked. Like I don't like not really a kind of pet guy.
All right.
Like it's not, but yeah, I know it's harder to find a place for animals than it is.
But yeah, there's this new agreement thing, right? Where now landlords can't even say that. Now you're allowed pets for like mental health.
For whatever people have pets for.
Yeah. I have pets because they're cute, man. And
in case the world ends and you need a supply of fresh meat. Good thinking.
Man, I hate you. I hate you.
Straight into your pets. Yeah, I don't know. I don't see the point in having a pet.
All right. You've met Kev. You think he's all right?
Yeah, no. People's pets are fine. Like if that's what you want to do, it's just not really what I want to do.
All right, fair enough.
All right. That was a lovely kind of conversation.
All right.
I knew as soon as pets came
him
up
against animals. Last time he was on about barbecuing them.
I knew as soon as pets come up today, I was not going to end up looking good.
I
was gonna say.
You know what I mean? It's hypocrisy, man. We're talking about good animal stories and you fucking hate them.
I don't hate them. I don't see the point in owning and caring for one. Okay. Oh, let's try and segue this out into a song nicely. No, shall
we both, let's face it, man. Animals in general are pretty awesome.
They are.
Yeah.
Okay.
There we go.
They are indeed very good.
Hey, I tell you what, right? Remember Samh?
I do indeed.
He's got a song called
Musical
Animal.
legend indeed.
He has. Yeah.
He does have a song called Animals. Should we play a song called Animals by Samh?
Samh, honestly.
Who does have an album up and coming, on the way, currently in production. So like we haven't got a release date yet.
All right.
But apparently Animal is going to be a song on that album. So we're looking forward to playing this one.
Yeah, man. Did we get like the name of the album or?
I don't think we did. I don't know. I don't think he's.
Well, we'll put links.
We'll put a link to Samh's music, and then as soon as he kind of gives us any updates, it'll be all there to do. Man, again, one of those artists I've just missed throughout kind of COVID like lockdown kind of thing. Always brings down the house. Always like gets people up and jumping.
Yeah,
brings down the house. One of those just artists that
he's
if you see,
such a humble
him,
guy as well. He's a beautiful man. You know what I mean? Like if you get to ever sat down and talk to him, he's very, very. He's intelligent. He's very smart, but he likes to keep himself to himself, and that's all well and cool.
I always kind of associate with if you see Samh on a lineup, like on a gig lineup, you're in for a good treat.
You're in for a good night straight away. That's all you need. Those 4 letters, man.
Yeah.
Samh sorted. You're entertained.
So by that logic, then we should be in for a great podcast. Because Samh is going to feature now.
Yeah.
So let's go for this one. So this is Animal by Samh.
Place your northern organ in the sunshine and let it dry. Place your clothes outside just by the lakeside and take a swim. You are naked under your clothes. You have the answer under your nose, but you have forgotten how to breathe. You have forgotten how to leave your knowledge by the door. Leave your clothes on the floor. Leave your information. Leave your education
All right, and that was Samh with Animals. If you like that, we're going to put the links on the description below.
Yeah, links for all the music is going to be available there.
Awesome, though, right? Yeah, I'm feeling buzzed right now.
Really good.
Yeah.
You can't help but not feel energized after that tune.
Exactly.
Very good.
Yeah, man.
So yeah, back to some good news.
Mate, I saw something kind of cool, man. These high schoolers, right? These high schoolers in the Czech Republic, in a place called Ostrava.
Ostrava.
Yep. They have, basically, right, during the pandemic, they have recreated their whole school on Minecraft.
Okay.
Like everything. Like everything from tables to...
I like the fact of Minecraft. You can kind of create everything. You're only limited by your own imagination. You can create worlds, and these guys have gone. We'll just make it a school. It's a school. That was a another edition of terrible news report accents.
Genuinely, right? This is like.
I did see the pictures of it actually. To be fair, and it did look like a lot of work had gone into that.
Mate, like it took hours, mate. Like I think it took them 150 to 200 hours estimated it would take them to make that. That's incredible.
That is a lot of hours. Yeah.
So yeah, there's only four
Did they say how many?
students.
4 students together.
4 students together, right? But they've decided, because now they can't even have an open day, they're just going to show that
They're just going to do an open
platform
day at the school, at the Minecraft school.
on the Minecraft school, which is brilliant. Yeah, 4 students from the 7th and 8th grades made a 2-to-1 scale. So
I wonder how in
it's like
detail they
twice
went,
as big as it would be in real life.
Like, could you go in detail as much as to put like graffiti? To just draw like a knob like on the chalkboard or something, like scratched into the table, like Peter was here. Like that was my Czech accent. It's not gonna get any better. It is just the Russian accent, to be fair.
It's probably
it's better than the Welsh one, but it's still not very good.
I'm not even going to attempt, man. Nah.
That's probably for the best. But that's cool. That's a nice.
Just to clarify, we do have Czech friends, so it's all right.
Yeah. Maybe not after they hear this. So I got a story. Woo woo! It's a train story.
Yeah,
That's what
man.
that was. Like so the Virgin Hyperloop train system, which are you familiar with Hyperloop trains? Okay, let me crack some knowledge here.
Are they them like fucking floating ones?
Yeah, it's the idea that it's a big tube full of magnets all pressing that way, and then you put a little pod in the middle with repelling magnets, and then the little pod never touches the sides because of the magnet kind of thing. So it floats. So because it's floating and there's no resistance, you can just like bing, flick it, and it'll just go really fast, shooting down the tube. It's kind of like a sci-fi concept that I think Elon Musk like took up as like we're going to actually build this as a thing.
So what are they called?
So Hyperloop trains is what the Virgin Hyperloop is the name of the company that's been trying it at the moment, and they vacuum tube trains I think is just the general name for it. But they actually sent out a trial with 2 people in a little compartment kind of thing. So the tube length was only 500 meters. They did the 500 meters in 15 seconds. They got 107 miles an hour.
That's mental.
In 15 seconds. So those G-forces would have been like pushing your face back. It would have been face melting.
Talking
kind of
about
stuff.
G's, right? I found out a scientific fact, okay? It takes...
I love a sentence that says stars talking about G's.
G's. 5 G's, right? You know the Brian Cox, Dr. Brian Cox.
Brian Cox, yes.
Him always smiling, isn't he?
He is a happy chap.
Literally, it takes 5 G's for him to lose his smile. We found that out because he went on this documentary I was watching on 5 G's. So even Dr. Brian Cox knows that 5 G's is too many G's.
Brian Cox is going to be one of the people burning down the phone masks.
5 G's is too many G's. But yeah, genuinely, it takes 5 G's to pull his face down so he's not smiling no more.
I reckon a well-aimed kick to the nuts would also wipe that smile from his face.
I don't know, maybe it might break his cheekbone, might be smiling that much.
Oh, maybe so, he might injure. But aside from kicking Brian Cox in the cocks. So this train is still in developmental phase, but it's taken its next step in the fact that it's
so
had
how many
actual
G's?
kind of
That's a lot of G's, man.
Yeah, it doesn't say G-force. But to be fair, apparently the people came out of it and what did they say? They said it was exhilarating both physically and psychologically. But I imagine because there's no wind resistance on the thing, you're not going to get You still must get G-forces if you're going that fast.
Yeah, there's no way to hide it, is there, really?
Science-wise. And I'm not one to talk about science-wise.
Scientifically.
Yeah, science says that this should be a thing. But yeah, hypothetically, so the link that's connected, I think the test was done in Abu Dhabi. I think because I think it's big, like kind of space, like open out in the desert.
Bring back memories now, bro.
So the hypothetical kind of train could connect Dubai with Abu Dhabi in 12 minutes.
Fuck off. Sorry for swearing, but like it used to take me an hour and a half to get to work. Like I used to work in Dubai and live in Abu Dhabi back in the day. So it used to take me an hour and a half to get to work. If we could take 12 minutes, man.
Yeah.
What?
They're hoping to get it up. Well, yeah, the pod itself could reach up to speeds of 1,000 miles an hour.
That's mad.
Yeah, it could. Oh, that's quite an interesting one. It could do the difference between Gatwick and Heathrow Airport, 45 miles in 4 minutes. Is what they're predicting. If they could build a train under London.
That is ridiculously fast.
It's absolutely that's the future. That would be the future, really, wouldn't it?
I wonder what sound
like Futurama. Like, you know, when they're in those like individual kind of tubes and they just get sucked around. That'd be like that, but in real life.
Be careful not to stand behind the line because you might get sucked off.
I wouldn't put it like that. Bloody hell, that would hurt like a mother. If you're stood at Gatwick and your balls are in Heathrow, that's going to be a painful ass experience.
Stretch Armstrong, stretch Cockstrong.
So while we're in the world of tech,
stretch Cockstrong. We should make that's another T-shirt design.
Oh, not a very good selling toy, I don't think. I had a Stretch Armstrong as a kid, actually. I like the Stretch Armstrong.
Sorry guys, but we're definitely putting a parental advisory on this one as well.
You've ruined my childhood toys. Now that's another childhood toy kind of.
Don't matter. We've got the parental advisory logo. We can share that on anything we want. So
that's doing a lot of heavy lifting. That parental advisory logo at the moment.
Stretch Cockstrong. I'm so sorry, mate.
All the happy memories I had of playing with a Stretch Armstrong have just gone. Like
that's it.
Because he didn't. It was like a Ken doll down there. There was nothing between. If I remember correctly,
like a unit. There was nothing there.
It just had stretchy arms and stretchy legs, but I don't ever remember anything. I don't remember looking, to be 100% honest.
Really? I don't, if it had one, you'd have tied it to a fan on the roof.
Yeah, I think I'd have known if it had had one. Yeah.
Tied it to a fan and just let it swing. The Stretch Cockstrong rotisserie.
Swinging around on a fan.
The faster you go, the further out it goes.
Arms and legs just hanging. Just hanging.
I am a visionary, so to speak.
And then if it broke, then you just have this knob stuck to your fan. Just swinging.
Yo, bro, why have you got a little dick? Why have you got a little dick on your fan? I don't want to talk about it. I think Olly's officially corpse, guys. We've done it.
that was good. That really good.
Stretch Cockstrong. Get them now for $9.99.
The must-have toy this Christmas. Okay. So, to try and bring it back to some techniques, let's see what we got here. So we've got everything. Anywhere we go from now is going to seem less important than Stretch Cockstrong. Like it really
Stretch Cockstrong.
It really is. So we've not got a lot of green stories this week, to be fair. Like in general, but one green story we do have is the Empire State Building.
Why have you gone green from cock? Like, why have you gone green straight away?
Gone green to... I didn't. There's no way to segue. There's no story we have that's even slightly related to Stretch Cockstrong. It's not linked in any way to anything else.
All right.
Any segue into the next story was going to be a harsh one. So yeah.
Now in environmental news.
So the Empire State Building has gone green.
Oh, that hurt, wasn't it?
Is now.
It's a long way down. It's a long way down.
They definitely didn't stretch that far. It's not flubber. Like, it's not going to just stretch forever. Like
Flubber?
Flubber would just stretch forever. Flubber would be able to stretch the Empire State Building. Flubber was magic. But
What are you trying to get to anyway? Like
The Empire State Building. The Empire State Building is powered by wind. That was what I was trying to get to. That is the good news story.
King Kong farting on?
It is renewably powered.
King Kong farting on the fucking building. What was that? Powered by King Kong wind.
They never mentioned that. But when King Kong was climbing the Empire State Building, somebody like would have opened the window one day and just got a big monkey testicle like, right there, like pressed against the window.
That was on the deleted scenes.
They never showed that in the movie. Yeah.
Fucking whoa!
Just dragging his big balls up
Here,
the fucking
Callum, come
building.
look at this!
Fucking New York, man. Yeah. So apparently,
Powered by wind.
yeah. So apparently, the skyscraper has been running on renewable energy since 2011, but they've made a change recently that has made it solely powered on wind, kind of thing. There's still certain elements that that they can't power themselves, so they have to buy, but they buy it from renewable sources, kind of thing. So some of the electronics they can't run themselves; they have to buy the power for, but they buy them from reliably green sources. So
I mean,
it's like,
it makes sense. It is pretty high up. At one point, it was the highest building in the world. So
yeah, I think so.
yeah.
But yeah, so it's more of a symbolic victory, I think, for thingy. And New York itself is aiming to eliminate greenhouse gases by 2040. It's a good aim. Because I imagine that's got to be a dirty city. I've never been actually. Never been. You ever been?
No, my parents have though.
Okay.
Probably was very nice.
Oh, same. Same actually, to be fair.
A spontaneous, romantic.
And
Valentine's
they didn't
trip.
invite the son to that one.
No.
That makes sense. Actually, to be fair, of everything we've said, that's the thing that makes the most sense. Yeah, but yeah, this is a good symbolic victory for greenhouse gases. I guess essentially, is the one. Yeah. Any other tech stories before we go?
Well, lately we've had a lot of snow out,
We have indeed.
which reminds me, somebody has taken a picture, which is the highest resolution photo of a snow piece of snow, a snowflake ever.
Nice.
Yeah. This guy called Nathan
Oh, say that last name.
Mirfold.
Mirfold.
He's taken the highest resolution photograph of a snowflake to date,
Nice.
and the images are beautiful. And we're probably gonna put that on the montage.
Hopefully so. For some reason, I'm picturing like a kind of a right wing, like a Trump supporter kind of thing, getting there with like a camera and going, "Hey, there's a high resolution picture of a snowflake, man," and just like taking a photo. Hey, you want to see a high resolution snowflake? And he just shows you like a picture of yourself, and you're like, "Aww."
This guy, like, he built like this bespoke 5 foot like fucking.
He built
machine.
a camera for it.
He built like a 5 foot like machine to achieve the goal. So I'm assuming it's something to do with like either a lens or something like.
A 5 foot lens is a big old lens kind of thing. There's cameras now, though, isn't there? Like some of the where you can kind of get it from space. Like they've taken a picture from space, but because of the pixels, you can zoom in and you can see anyone as clear as day. Because that's just how good the camera is now.
What, live?
No, not live. Like they'll take a picture from space, but you know, like the zoom on the camera
Yeah.
is so good that all the details are already been captured, so you can see.
That's a good
everything
point.
in a straight-
You ever looked on like Google Earth and that?
Yeah.
I wonder if you could find like the house where you were staying in when that was taken and see if you can see yourself in the window or something like that.
Ah, that'd be interesting.
That's
to
an
check,
interesting thought, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the same as like Google Earth now, though, isn't it? You can look at it and you can see where you live, but you can't see. I don't think I've ever seen myself on Google Earth.
I bet there's been all sorts of shit. In fact, that's what we
There
need
is,
to
I think.
research for the next one. We need to find some funny shit that's gone on Google Earth.
I don't know. I know there's like drug deals and stuff that you can find on Google Earth. Like, I see like people kind of buying drugs out of cars. There's ones where like birds have like flown into the camera. And they're like,
I want to see some sort of like guy in his boxers running out of a window. You know, like obviously some shit's going down.
I think I saw one the other day. I think they were doing one on a beach and they were like filming along the beach, and you can see a guy behind that's like chasing the camera. So as you kind of move along this beach, the guy behind is just running like arms in the air and just running behind for like a long way.
I think that's what I'm going to do for entertainment this week. If I'm bored, I'm googling.
Oh, I
funny
feel
shit
like
that's
if
happened
you
on Google
saw
Maps.
if you saw like Google Earth's van kind of driving past,
Yeah,
you'd have to do something. You'd have to use that.
you can't just get your balls out in public, man. I know the smooth as this.
They'd blur it out, wouldn't they? They'd blur it out. Well, no, because there's not enough megapixels in the world to blur out these balls.
Oh my god!
Google ran out of megapixels because they were trying to pixelate these big old tasty King Kong
hefty
balls.
Okay. God.
So moving on from the world of tech, let's go into some a couple of good charity stories this week. So I got one, Eddie Izzard, famous comedian.
Yes.
Like it does a lot of marathon challenges, like in general.
Right.
So I think let's see. So in 2009 he did 43 marathons in 51 days. 2016 27 marathons in 27 days. 28 marathons in 28 days in 2020.
Don't
so
you
for
think
2021 he's done 31 marathons in 31 days. Every day in January. That guy's been running a marathon.
The recognition.
That's just insane.
The recognition that is deserved is fucking.
Yeah. I mean the trait, like, just in general, it's just incredible. And then he does a stand-up show at the end of it. So he does 31 marathons and then he does a stand-up show, and it's all for Make Humanity Great Again.
Yeah.
Which stands for unity, the sharing beliefs and power of human beings uniting across the continents and around the world. So yeah, that sounds
very intelligent comedy. If you've ever seen Eddie Izzard, very intelligent comedy.
It is, yeah, funny. Yeah, I enjoy. I think it's funny guy.
I think. Oh yeah, my parents did go to see him as well in Sheffield once. They said it was a cracking night.
Yeah.
He did like a show called Sexy in 2010, something like that.
Nice. Yeah. I can't say I've seen him live, but I enjoy stand-up.
Watch one of the shows. Like
I've seen a couple of stand-ups that he does, and he's
intellectually it's funny. It's genius. It is genius.
Yeah, funny guy, and and good for raising money for charity as well. That's always
that is a feat that I wish I could do.
It kind of puts my January to shame. I did like maybe the first 2 weeks of doing those 30-minute Joe Wilkes like workout videos in the morning. And then by the 13th of January I'd given up. And I have probably
What, you giving up on them fires? Joe Wilkes fires?
Yeah. Oh, for screw Joe Wilkes, to be fair. After 2 weeks of doing those workout videos, every morning I'd start with it and he'd be like, alright, and now we're just gonna go do some sit-ups and some crunches. I'd be like, fuck you, Joe Wilkes.
Mate, I gotta say though, you are looking healthy, man. You're looking well, mate. You're looking alright.
What's that old saying that looks can be deceiving? But that's fine. If I look $1 million, then it's good that I feel like 12.
You look alright, mate. You look fine. Yeah, man.
I am. So, thank you.
Yeah.
Very kind. You can't. They can't see. This is an audio recording. They can't see how good I look. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I look great. I spent hours working on my look for you this afternoon. Yeah. Oh, always hitting that gym.
He's literally sat here now
crushing them.
with a hoodie on that is open and is oiled himself up for us all.
Yeah, I find it really brings out a tone in my voice if I'm covered in baby oil.
Is that extra virgin oil by any chance? Is it extra virgin olive oil?
Rapeseed. It's nicer on my nipples.
Rapeseed, not rapeseed. Oh my god! Right. Oh, all right. We'll stay away. Right, this is a new law now.
Have we got another story before we segue into another tune, or should we keep talking about our nipples?
I don't know. What colour are your areolas, man?
I like a nice light pink. Quite hairy.
Yeah.
I have to keep them.
Is it hairy on the outside?
Yeah, and hairy on the actual, not on the middle nipple bit itself, but around the pink bits. Some hairs have to keep it trim. I really wish I didn't just admit that onto a podcast.
Fair enough.
But
the first one we ever did.
Yeah, honestly, this is what you're getting at the Good News Report. You're getting to know a little bit more about us. If somebody comes up to me now and comments on my hairy nipples, I'm probably never going to leave my house again.
Really?
No, definitely will. I'll probably keep a shirt on the beach.
I'm never leaving Lindley ever in my life. Not happening.
Oh, bloody born in Lindley or bloody die in Lindley. I wasn't born in Lindley. I might have been actually in the hospital, to be fair.
So yeah.
But I don't plan on dying here.
That oil you're using is quite. It looks.
Yeah.
It smells quite nice. Like lavender and chamomile, is it?
Only the freshest.
Only the freshest.
Can we move on
fresh
we
month?
can move on from nipples. That would be lovely. Do you have another charity story?
Yeah, man. Right. So, this grandfather, he becomes the oldest person to row 3,000 miles solo across the Atlantic.
Ooh, bloody hell.
So Frank Rothwell, who is 70, raised more than £640,000 for Alzheimer's research. Wow.
That's not a sarcastic round of applause. That's a genuine round of applause.
Genuinely, man.
That's
Yeah, man. Like,
wow.
This grandfather has become the oldest person to row 3,000 miles across the Atlantic Ocean. He raised all that money. He's from Oldham,
incredible.
but he...
That's somehow even better that he's from Oldham.
From Oldham.
Yeah. Because that's not even on the coast. That's a very landlocked city.
Isn't it? Yeah. He went to the coast.
Was he practising on the canal? And
No,
he
no,
just
apparently
took it
it's-
straight from...
Apparently he set off from La Gomera in the Canary Islands and then ended up in Antigua.
I met a guy once in the Canary Islands who had sailed to America, like on a boat, not on his own, like not for a charity kind of thing, but just for a thing. And he said it was very boring. He said literally like it's just days and days where it was just endless ocean.
Yeah, apparently, right. He said when he was crossing the finish line and he found out how much he'd raised, apparently it was like a completely euphoric moment for him.
Nice.
Like,
I can imagine.
yeah, man.
Working that hard and then like just being kind of rewarded in that way. What charity was it for? Alzheimer's charity, did you say?
Yeah, Alzheimer's Research UK.
Nice. Oh, it's such a good cause.
Yeah.
Such a
We've done a gig we were both involved in that actually. Yeah.
Yes, with Hurrats.
Yeah, the Hood Rats gig. That was for Alzheimer's Research too.
We raised about £100 playing music in your living room. So yeah, maybe if we just sit like this guy's sailing across the Atlantic.
Mate, like props to that guy. This guy's done like that's mad. That's awesome. Not only that, good news on top of good news. Iceland Foods, they pledged to double the first £500,000 in donations.
What? So that's over a million.
That's over a million.
It's over a million. And Iceland Foods.
Iceland Foods.
Huh. Yeah, we were just slagging off Iceland earlier. Oh, I was slagging off Iceland earlier on in the podcast.
Yeah, don't be slagging off
but
Iceland.
Not anymore.
Man.
They're really good. Yeah. Yeah, that's Samh.
That's why Mum's got to Iceland.
That's why Mum should go to Iceland. Yeah.
Yeah, man. This guy, right? Apparently, he spent 5 weeks on a deserted island with for a Bear Grylls TV program, so he's used to like dealing with elements.
Okay, yeah. So he didn't go straight from like sitting on his you could get that NHS app where it was couch to 5K. It wasn't like a couch to across the Atlantic on a rowing boat. Like the guy was prepared for it, but still, I mean,
but yeah, man, like
mad. Does it have a name?
70.
What was his name again?
Frank Rothwell.
Frank Rothwell.
Frank Rothwell.
Big mad.
You know what, man?
Mad
Just genuinely.
Yes.
Honestly, like
100. And we'll put the link for Alzheimer's research in the description.
Yeah. Please, honestly, I mean, it does affect a lot of people, a lot of people's lives.
We did mention Hood Rats, and I'm going to give a little cheeky promotion for this podcast right here.
All right.
Next week, because so Hood Rats are going to have another gig coming up, and to promote that, we've got Tom Abbott coming in for a live performance. So we're going to have a live performance on the Good News Report.
Yeah, awesome.
That
is wicked good news,
so,
man.
We'll have more details on that later on in the show.
Yep.
And the thing for now, we're going to cut to another song. This is two of the nicest lads that I think we've ever met. This is the musical projects of Will Poulter and Chris Jackson. And this is Inward Chills.
Inward Chills.
And the name of the song is Fly With Me from the album Bone Music.
Bone Music.
Yes. Links will be in the description. Beautiful song coming for you right now.
You're in for a treat, guys.
Inward Chills, Fly With Me.
Anew. The strangest place that I've been, this world of green and blue. I can't remember feel of my weightlessness holding me. Static emotion with augmented mass, the beauty of freedom from gravity. Fly with me. Fly with me. Fly with me. Fly with me. Earth is behind me, and soon I'll be back with the loved ones I left behind. Infinite distance and too much time, traveling homeward for the first and last time. On my head, stand on end. Finally alone now, there's no need to pretend. The shape of your face has been etched in my memory. I could never leave you, so won't you please fly with me. Fly with me. Fly with me. Fly. Earth is behind me, and soon I'll be back with the loved ones I left behind. Infinite distance and too much time, traveling homeward for the first and last time.
That was in Windward Chills, man.
Yeah.
That's quite a... it's magical, isn't it? Magical track.
It is. Beautiful, beautiful band, to be fair. And drumming and singing as well. Will drums and sings.
Yeah.
Absolutely talented individual.
Proper dude as well. Yeah,
Right.
yeah. If you could, we'll put the description...
Well, links to everything.
Yeah,
everything in the
down there.
description. Yeah.
All right, man. What
Are
we
we,
got?
are we ready to play a game? Are you ready for a game?
Oh, mate. Okay. Yeah.
Guess the story. This game is called Guess the Story. Guess the Story. So what's going to happen here is I've got 3 audio clips from 3 big news stories of the last week or so. What you have to do is you can ask a few... I'm going to play the clip. You can ask a few questions, yes or no questions. Then you got to guess what the clip is.
All right.
Good to go? Okay. So, first clip coming right up here. Let's just see if this works.
I suppose it's just when you put your mind to it, the body follows.
when you put your mind... That's Tommy Moore, isn't it?
Yes.
That's Tommy Moore's voice.
That is indeed. That is indeed.
Bless him, he passed
Straight away,
away.
yeah, passing away of Captain Tom at 100 years old after raising 32 million for the NHS by walking around his house. A legend, isn't it? Really, like he's kind of became a legend.
That's a legacy, bro.
Yeah.
That's something.
I mean, the dude himself was a legacy before this, anyway. To be fair, like a kind of decorated captain, served in World War II, knighted in 2020 for his things. But he served in Burma. He served in Burma during World War II. I just found that out. But yeah, absolute hero. And then he goes and does this on his 99th birthday.
I'm actually really surprised I got that straight away. Like I was expecting to get none of this, but like, yeah, it did really touch me that like there's a story of raising that much money. Incredible.
It really was. It really was. I'll just play that clip again because I like the clip. Oh no, I'm not. Bloody technical difficulties.
I suppose it's just when you put your mind to it, the body follows.
That's right, man.
That sound guy. What a pearls of wisdom there from a 100-year-old. Yeah, R.I.P. Captain Tom.
Yeah,
like,
man.
Genuinely, really captured the imagination. Like in terms of like in a year like last year when everything was kind of going to shit, and just Captain Tom just emerges as this lovely old man that's just. Yeah. I mean, you could get into the debate of should private people really be funding the NHS? It should be funded through taxes. But that's not the point of Captain Tom. That's not the point. It's not the point of Captain Tom.
It's not the point.
It's not the point of Captain Tom. Okay. So yeah, so that's
Next
one. You got the first one. First one straight away. Okay, maybe I didn't make these. I don't know. We'll see. Let's try that.
I've got to guess what's from.
You know, big time players making big time plays. So just love what they did, what they added to the team.
Big time players making big time plays.
I don't know. Is this from a basketball game?
No. You want to hear the quote again? Let's play the quote again.
You know, big time players making big time plays. So just love what they did, what they added to the team.
Big time players.
Making big time plays. Love what they added to the team.
Mate, I am flabbergasted. I have no idea.
Okay. You passing on this one?
I'm going to say pass, yeah.
Okay, so this is the story from last Sunday. This is Tampa Bay Buccaneers beating the Kansas City Chiefs in the Super Bowl 55
Who is this
to allow Tom Brady to become the most successful NFL player in history of the game by a long way as well. To be fair,
right.
seven championship wins.
Isn't he the guy that was in Ted that were trying to nick the sperm of Tom Brady?
Probably.
Yeah.
Yes. There's a South Park episode
What
as well.
is this superb owl anyway? Who is this superb owl?
Are you not an American football fan?
No, the owl. Is it a superb owl?
Super Bowl.
It's a superb
like a
owl.
Super Bowl, like a big bowl.
A superb owl.
It's not a
just
superb
normal
owl. It's not a superb owl. It's a Super Bowl.
It's a superb owl.
It could be a superb owl. And actually, I don't know. I hope someone else has thought of that before we have just now.
Superb owl.
I love the Super Bowl, so I stayed up and watched it. I don't follow like the NFL season.
I've never
because the game lasts like 4 hours. So like I don't have time to watch
Maybe
it.
I don't know. I've heard of it obviously, but I've never ever watched the Super Bowl. And to be honest, next year we should do that.
Yeah.
We should have a night and watch the Super Bowl and.
It's a great excuse. Just drink some beers, watch some sport.
All right.
Yeah. The Weeknd played this year as well. There's always a good halftime act. Really
Wow.
good.
Okay.
Yeah, The Weeknd has some banging tunes as well. To be fair.
The superb owl.
The Superb Owl, yeah. So it was an absolute walkover as well, to be fair. He absolutely dominated. Yeah, so Tom Brady has won 7 Super Bowl rings. No other club has ever won more than 6 Super Bowls. Because he recently moved, this is his first season with Florida.
Yeah.
So he won 6 of the previous ones with the New England Patriots. But then since he moved to Tampa Bay, he's won more rings than any club has won titles. He is just the most successful NFL person.
Tom Brady.
Tom Brady.
Tom Brady.
I'm 45 years old. 45 years old. And he's still playing sport in the highest level.
Tom Brady.
I mean, admittedly, he's a quarterback, so he doesn't need to run, but I couldn't do what he did now, let alone when it's 20 years' time.
Yeah, man. We got one more? Or?
We do indeed, yes. One more. So you got one. So this is the decider. This is the decider for it.
Okay. I'm nervous now.
Okay.
What's happening is that centuries of ignoring aspects of British history that we are uncomfortable with has come to an end. A generation who are comfortable and who want to confront these, admittedly difficult aspects of our history are demanding to do so. And now,
I think.
You want to ask some questions about this one? You want to hear the quote again?
Okay, yeah.
Let's hit the book.
Is that centuries of ignoring aspects of British history that we are uncomfortable with has come to an end. A generation who are comfortable and who want to confront these, admittedly difficult aspects of our history are demanding to do so. And now,
Wow, are we on about? Is this like about archives and something that's been
Nearly.
nearly?
You're in the right ballpark.
Has something been taken away from the history archives?
Not
hidden?
something. Not recently. It's been like a genuine trend. Something has not been focused on in history, in terms of the grander scheme of things, until very recently. It's kind of been quite an ignored subject in British history, and it kind of came to the forefront last year in certain things, and then recent kind of historical studies have just kind of kept it in the forefront of the imagination.
I'm not sure what the subject is. I'm really not sure what the subject is.
Oh, okay. We're gonna pass for this one.
I kind of don't want to get beat. Right, hang on.
You guys ask some more questions if you want. We can,
Right.
keep it kind of. Play the clip again. Just do a.
Yeah.
Just to keep it fresh.
what's happening is that centuries of ignoring aspects of British history that we are uncomfortable with has come to an end. A generation who are comfortable and who want to confront these, admittedly difficult aspects of our history are demanding to do so. And now,
are we on about racial equality?
Ooh, yes, we are.
Yes,
we are.
all right. So this is racial equality.
Yes, racial, and more about the kind of the way that we're looking at racism and kind of these racist acts.
Right.
Particularly, shall I?
I'll let you elaborate.
Shall I tell you? I think I got to give you half a point for that one because it's very close. So it's all to do with the guy you heard talking was a historian called David Olusoga, who's like a kind of key empirical historian on the subject. And yeah, the subject is about statues, and particularly Edward Colston statue in Bristol that got torn down last year during the Black Lives Matter protest because the guy was a big slave trader, and he'd done all these horrible things, and they were still kind of monumentising him in a statue. So recently, the English heritage and top universities have worked together, and basically they've traced everything where all the money from the slave trade has come in. They've traced everything that it bought, and how that kind of money has kind of spun back in. And to be honest, a lot of it is big buildings, there's halls, there's farms, schools and pubs, and so some kind of good community projects have come from it, but it's come from slave money in that kind of sense.
Yeah.
So in what sense do you take the good from it and the bad from it? And I think what he's trying to say, what he was saying in the story anyway, at least, is this idea that we've kind of been ignoring this idea of the British Empire because it fundamentally was a slave trading superpower.
Yeah.
And we just kind of to be fair, I've done history at every level of education, and there is a massive jump. You kind of go from Queen Elizabeth and the Spanish Armada right up to World War One. There is a big kind of 150-year gap.
Wow.
200, 300-year gap.
All right.
I didn't start learning until I was at university. I didn't get taught in high school or college about this kind of period of history because it's the period where England are the bad guys. It's the reason why English people are bad guys in films, basically, because because it's all that. But it's about kind of facing up to that fact, and I think that is a good news story as far as
I think it is.
as far as it's concerned, because it's not good things that happened, but the fact that we're addressing those now, the fact that we're not just sweeping it under the rug, I think is positive, and is a positive step forward. Yeah. So that was the game. So that was guess the story. And 1.5.
Man,
1.5 out of 3.
The next quiz I'm going to do for you, I don't know. I'm kind of happy with that.
I like the little audio clip.
I think I did all right there.
Yeah.
I had no idea what these questions would be about.
And now you've got plans for the Super Bowl next year as well.
Superb owl.
Super Bowl. Yeah. Sounds so let's jump back into some more stories now, shall we?
Yeah, man. A Scotsman who is an artist and musician called Tommy Perman started a lockdown project in 2020.
What was his lockdown project?
Yeah, basically he's asked people to send him sounds that make them happy, bird songs, pet noises, natural elements, sounds.
Like the sound of a Mars bar being dropped in a deep fat fryer. I love when we do Scottish stories because I get to do a Scottish accent. I really do.
Scottish pubes. Sorry, backtrack. Yeah, man. Basically, people
Nice.
have sent him all sorts of stuff.
What kind of- does it have
pet
some examples of
noises, stuff like what they've recorded from like doing hobbies and shit like that.
Nice.
And basically, he's made a 20-track album, right?
Just happy sounds.
Just happy sounds. I'm assuming he's done some music and other things over the top of it.
And
but,
like use the
used
sounds
it
and
as
stuff.
elements. Yeah.
Nice.
But he's made a 20-track album, and it's called Positive Interaction by Tommy Perman, and the album is a free giveaway.
Nice. Well, we'll stick a link to that in the description for Tom.
Yeah.
So, LJ, what's the happiest sound you can think of?
Happiest sound I can think of.
Yeah. What's the happiest sound you can think of? It's
When-
we can edit out the thinking time.
When my nephew sort of says hi,
Oh, okay. How old is your nephew?
he's only one.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a pretty happy sound.
Yeah.
That's a pretty happy sound.
Talking about our Tom's little lad.
Nice.
So- Yeah. That sound, that hi is just brilliant. Yeah. What about you?
Ooh, happiest sound. And this is gonna sound really lame, but I like the old-timey kettle. You know, that kind of whistle from like an old-timey kettle. I think that's proper good. Some dirty, filthy bass. Like
Alright.
a big growling, rumbling, like.
So if you do that, I'll do some whistle and then we'll go hi every now and again.
Okay.
Right, we'll try and make this work. Okay.
Okay.
Hi. 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 Mate. You must be in the element, man.
Tune. that was my happiest sound.
man,
what we
that's
just
it.
made then. Tommy Pearman, we got some more sounds coming for you right now.
Yeah, man. Hi.
Watermelon sugar.
Cracked it, man.
Hi. Okay. Do we have another art story?
Oh yeah, the art story. Basically, like the council of Bath and North East Somerset, I've put £12,000.
Somerset. We were back on accents now, laddie. This is Somerset accent. I
12,000.
I apologise to everyone.
£12,000 from the council.
£12,000. That's a lot of chicken and eggs in there. They get worse. They get
Like,
progressively worse.
the total budget of the team was £12,000. Right, so basically what they've done is take artists. They've pretty much commissioned the artists to fill out shop windows,
Nice.
so it doesn't look bare.
Yeah, because I've been there walking through the town centre. Like, at least Huddersfield town centre, at least, there's so many empty shops. Like, it's a bit of a ghost town. It's nice to see them finally doing something good with it, to be fair. That's proper good.
Mate, that's wicked though. But the thing is, they've done it because you know they've had money to spend, I guess, because of the COVID.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like just having a brief look at this. It seems like one of the impact on it is people are taking a lot of selfies with it.
Yeah.
So they're now getting social media attention for this kind of project.
It's true. So they've
And it's good kind of publicity for artists, isn't it? Using kind of
they've
social
put
media.
£12,000 into it, and it's helping all the local artists, and it's getting art out there, making the streets nicer.
I recently
Win-win.
read our good friend Meli actually recently wrote her dissertation on the impact of social media has on contemporary art.
All right.
It's a really, really well written, kind of like really raises some interesting points of like where does kind of art end and like human life begin? Like where do you draw that line if you're living on social media full time? Like, and that is your art.
Can I just mention something?
That is nice.
Meli, like her work is incredible, right?
Yes, let's definitely throw a shout out for Meli. Domestic Psychedelic.
Domestic Psychedelic.
Yes.
There's video and stuff on there of her painting guitars and all sorts. She's doing her jackets, clothes.
Check out on Instagram. I know she's got a Depop account as well for a lot of kind of. She does a lot of painting, clothing, and stuff like that. That's really kind of good. We'll put links in the description for it. But yeah, big shout out for Domestic Psychedelic.
Yeah, honestly, just check it out because good shit.
Good out, yeah.
Yeah,
Again, we need to figure out a way to actually advertise art on an audio podcast.
Yeah,
because this is like not the first time we've tried to pick up local artists, and you just have to take his word for it that it's really cool stuff.
No, honestly, like yeah.
But it is. Again, I think I've got Meli on my wall. I don't think it's necessarily a Domestic Psychedelic. But I think it's quite an early one. The one with the trees.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
picture on the wall.
That's
Again,
nice.
again, talking about a picture that's on my wall is not very good like podcasting material. But still, yeah, definitely check her out. We'll stick some links in the description.
All right, yeah.
Are we ready for the last song of the evening? For another Good News exclusive.
Yeah, man, we got Callum Bowling.
Oh, what a guy.
Yeah, man,
Absolutely
proper dude.
love that
yeah,
dude.
yeah. If you ever like,
Miss him, living in Germany at the moment, isn't he?
he is
Like,
living in
with
Hanover, with his wife.
and his
My
new
wife.
Not your wife.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, yeah. He's does a lot of bluesy stuff. He's been at open
Yeah,
mics,
does it.
gigs like that. He's
Quite
very
like,
talented, man.
He was there. Did you ever hear the stuff he did when he was experimenting with lo-fi and he was like recording in a bird box and doing all these kind of crazy lo-fi
but
recordings?
did you listen to the sound of that thing when it was done?
Absolutely incredible.
Honestly,
yeah,
world class,
yeah.
man. World class
It's kind
producing.
of almost like a skill
Brilliant.
of like making something sound like it's like a 1920s kind of like recording, like an old school kind of like recording. It was just incredible.
Mate, honestly, I mean, if he wasn't so far away, I would utilise that a lot more.
So is this is just a demo track that we have.
This is an exclusive,
no.
yeah.
With an album up and coming. Do we know? With
There's
musical projects
nothing
and all
as
that?
of yet, but we'll put links in the description to all his music.
We will indeed, and then you can
Yeah.
like the Facebook page and you can kind of review.
But yeah,
first-hand
he
ones.
did this song called Cruel Intentions, which we think you're all going to like. So,
Here we go. Good
Yeah,
News
man.
exclusive. Cruel Intentions by Callum.
exclusive. Oh.
Used to think I was running inside, looking back from days left behind. Used to think I was living free. Turns out some things, they just ain't meant to be. 'Cause all you seem to have for me now is cruel intentions. The sun sets down like a baby's cry. Blood red moon wants to kiss the sky. When the day is done, there ain't no lullaby, just a tear-shaped moon in your eyes. 'Cause all you seem to have for me now is cruel intentions. I've been really trying hard to find these words, but every day they just fade away. only seen. I don't wanna be hurt, 'cause all you've got for me is cruel intention. All you've got for me, yeah. All you got for me, yeah. All you've got for me is cruel intentions. Cruel intentions.
That is like the perfect evening track, right?
Callum, but beautiful. Like,
Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
bluesy, isn't he? He's got such a kind of like attitude about him, like when he sings. It's incredible.
Honestly, we're so blessed, man. We really are.
Okay, so one last story to wrap up the news report this week. This just made me quite happy. So a man from San Diego who went to Antarctica as a naval researcher 53 years ago. He was there. While he was over there, he lost his wallet. And someone was in a service in the research station recently, and they found the wallet. Like, just randomly found a wallet
How
after
many
53 years.
50?
Yeah, and the guy who found it was called McKee, somebody McKee, and so he put it up on Facebook, put out adverts, and internet sleuths kind of dug in, and they tried to find it, and they tracked him down, and the wallet belonged to Paul Grimshaw from San Diego, and after 53 years of being there, they reunited him with his lost wallet. Which,
I bet Patches had that wallet, man. Patches been at that wallet.
Patches the gangster cat.
Yeah, Patches. I nicked that wallet. Yeah.
Let's see. So the wallet had his Navy ID, his driving license, tax withholding statement, a receipt for homemade Kahlua, which is going to be an interesting one. There was also a beer ration card, which really tells you what they're getting up to down there. That they have to they've got beer rationing cards. Receipt for money orders that were sent to his wife for his poker winnings. A pocket reference card with instructions.
Winnings, thank God.
Yeah. No money was probably
He's
found in the
avoided
wallet,
that shit for 50 years.
A pocket reference with what to do in the event of an atomic, biological, or chemical weapons attack. There was never any cash. There was no. It says there was no cash, but maybe that's what they just told him.
Yeah.
Maybe they were like, there was no cash.
There
in
were
your
no
wallet.
cash in there. Man.
Yeah. But there's a penguin with like a gold chain.
It's a penguin that like bling up penguin.
Yeah. Yeah. That really made me laugh, because I don't know. You get. There's a lot of memories in a wallet. I feel like a
Snoop Dogg penguin. Yeah.
I feel like your wallet could tell. I don't know about you. I keep like if I go somewhere nice and I get like a little card, I'll just keep it in my wallet. So I think I've had the same wallet for a while. So I think if I lost that wallet, I'd lose a few memories.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really collect that many things. To be honest, I go through wallets like there's no tomorrow. Like I get to the point where
really?
it's worn and I'm like,
Oh no, I had the same one for years and years and years.
Really?
Yeah, if I can. My wallet I've got at the moment is breaking apart. I can't put any coins in there, or it just falls straight through. I have like there's like 8 kind of card slots, and I only use 2 because I can only use 2. The others are broken. But I will hold that wallet until.
When's your birthday, bro? Get your wallet with a penguin on it with a diamond chain.
Yes, a bling ass penguin.
A bling ass penguin.
Yeah.
P to the N to the penguin, yo. Chicka penguin, yo.
Yeah. So
pick up a penguin, but not that one because it's got ever gold on it.
They are fly ass. I love those biscuits. To be fair,
Fly ass.
fly ass. Yeah, fly ass biscuits.
I'm sure a fly has flown on a penguin's ass before.
A fly ass probably has flown on a penguin's ass.
But would they
the biscuits is fly
Would they
ass.
hop a bit on the snow?
Maybe so.
That's a good point. You'd have to have a lot of cushioning, wouldn't you? And like, whew, be a bit nippy, wouldn't it?
Do what?
You sat down on the snow, like fucking, oh.
Well, no.
You get you right in the undercarriage. Like, it'd be free.
It would be shit. Of everything you could say about Antarctica, yeah, like the undercarriage, like your
Bit
balls would
nippy.
be freezing. You need to take some long johns with you. Like, definitely need to be.
I want to see penguins in long johns now. Penguins have got knees, you know. That's true.
So do penguins have knees?
Penguins have got knees, bro.
Where do they waddle then?
I don't know. It's just the shape of the body, I guess. Literally, I'm mimicking a penguin, thinking it's going to come across, but it's not.
Yeah. Oh, penguins have knees.
Penguins have knees, bro. Knee. Penguins have needs too.
Penguins have knees.
Penguins do have needs.
They do.
Did you know the cool thing about penguins? I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but
Okay.
like, they'll search for like days to find this perfectly shaped rock, and then they bring it back to the female, and if she accepts this rock, then they mate for life.
They mate.
For life. That's it.
Hey,
Two
sure, because I've seen
penguins
them
together.
out to the penguins, and they don't mate for life. They mate for like a season, and then they spend that season raising their one egg, and then they'll go up on their own way,
Maybe it's just captivity then.
and then they'll come back
Don't know.
and way. Because they do have a very close relationship while they're raising the egg child. The egg child.
The egg child.
While they're raising the baby
I have an egg
penguin
child.
from the egg. but once the baby's raised and is able to walk and feed itself and stuff, the couple splits up and they just go about the penguin business until next year when they have to have another egg.
Penguin business. I can
Penguin
imagine little
business.
suitcases.
Yeah. Excuse me, I've got important penguin business to take care of today.
A Monaco.
Oh yes. Little bow tie and everything.
Oh, it's quite poetic, man. Ooh, talking about poetry.
Oh, that was a segue. That's
Poetry,
a
bro.
round of applause.
Talking
That's
about
segue.
poetry, right? This thing called Shadowfest, right? Shadowfest is Shadowfest, and
It feels like it needs to be whispered. Shadowfest. But not because we're going to shout about it. But anyway.
no, Shadowfest,
So I'll stop racing you stride.
right? Shadowfest. It's getting worse the more I can.
Go on, tell us about Shadowfest.
It's a Facebook live poetry night.
Shadowfest.
Stop it.
That sounds really nice in the ears, to be fair.
Shadowfest poetry night.
Shadowfest. Continue.
Seriously though, Shadowfest poetry night. It's on the 21st of February at 7 o'clock.
Okay.
And it's free on Facebook. It's a poetry night, and
Nice.
Mr. Taj Abbott is going to be a part of that.
Ooh, it's a good thing you mentioned Taj Abbott, because you know what we've got on the show next week?
What?
A live performance from Mr. Taj Abbott himself. He's going to be joining us for the recording. We'll
Yeah, our
gonna chat to him.
first live interview.
First live interview. Yes, I'm looking forward to it. Are you excited for it?
I am, yeah.
Me too.
I want to know what he's going to talk about. I want to know about his, like... I mean, obviously, I know him. But I want to ask him not only obscure questions, but ask him stuff about his
Well, I'm going to be
roots.
digging because he's going to be promoting an upcoming Hood Rats gig, isn't he? So I think
Yeah.
what we're going to need to do is let's interview him about music. Let's find out his how I'd be interested to see that, how he got into music, some musical experiences, stuff like that. And then we'll get him in for some of the stories as well, because
Yeah.
let's do that. I think he would have an
But
interestingly good.
if you can't
perspective.
if you can't wait that long to hear him, go to the Shadowfest.
Go to yes. He will probably be. Shadowfest is going to probably be before we get him on the podcast, given that we record every 2 weeks. So
It'll be on the 21st.
this is his first experience of doing poetry as well. I was chatting to him the other day.
Yeah.
So,
I'm not even sure
I'm
what he's going to
interested to
do
see
there,
what
but yeah, fair enough,
Yeah.
man. Props to him for going on down different avenues.
So yeah,
and
so
that.
we'll stick some links in the description for Shadowfest. So you can find out where to get there and how to kind of get onto it. So yeah, and other than that, I think we're all good newsed out for the week.
Shadowfest. We're only doing this. We're not doing it to mimic it. We're just saying it gets in your head. Shadowfest.
To be honest, I'm doing it because I quite like the way this sounds in the headphones when it's like a nice whispered voice. It sounds quite let's get it on. Let's love, baby. Stop it, man. I'm getting an erection. Hey, did you eat all my Doritos? I had a full pack of Doritos, and now I don't have no Doritos no more. I'm sorry, I must suck your Doritos. Did you eat my Doritos? I took all them Doritos. Were they free Doritos? You ate all my heat wave chili Doritos. Sacred blue. Hot. My mouth is hot.
All right, I think we're done. We're blown out. This is the finish of another fine episode of the Good News Report.
It has been lovely. It has been absolutely another great episode. Some really good stories on the go.
Yeah, but honestly, we've had a lot of things to promote tonight. So if you have lost track, we are going to put links to everything.
Yes, all the bands, some charities that we've mentioned, artists out there,
and
Shadowfest. We're going to promote everything in the description. So please do.
As much fun as it is, like with the Shadows Fest thing, like I'm serious. Like I want to get it in people's heads that this is happening. Yeah. That's wicked.
Oh, no, I agree. I definitely think we should promote Shadowfest as much as we possibly can, because I really think if we promote Shadowfest, then it's going to genuinely be like a really good thing. Because the more we say Shadowfest, the more it's going to get stuck in people's head. And then they'll just be walking around one day and they'll just think, Shadowfest. And then they'll just like hear it in the wind. The wind will be rustling, the trees will be rustling, and they'll just hear Shadowfest. And then before you know it, they're going to be going to Shadowfest. So yeah, do check that out. Shadowfest. On the 21st of February.
I'm done.
This one.
I'm done.
All right.
That's it, bro.
Guys, take care. We'll see you in a couple of weeks. Never forget where you're coming from. Never pretend that it's all real. Someday, soon this will all be someone else's dream. This could be someone else's dream.
Suck on that, Gary Barlow.